Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Keefe-b tapping in. Hope everybody out there doing all right, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of themselves, you know. Just tapping in, man. I wanted to tap in. I wanted to talk to y'all about something that was on my mind. I wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying, self-awareness. And like once you reach a certain level of consciousness, it's actually harder to live. It makes it a little more difficult to live, you know what I'm saying? It's like once you reach a certain level of consciousness and self-awareness, it's like okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? My eyes is open. I can see the world for what it really is. And it helps you navigate through life. You know what I'm saying? And you can see through the BS. You know how to move. The sad part is you see the world for what it's really worth. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can see through the bullshit. And it's like it's harder to live because the blindfold is off. You see everything for what it really, really is. You know what I mean? So it's hard to like fake it and move through society a certain way. That's why like jobs, for example, is hard for me to maneuver through because it's like, okay, when you're younger and you're working, right? It's like, okay, cool, you getting money, or at least you think you getting money. You know what I'm saying? You feel like this is the right thing to do. But then when you get older and the blindfold is off, you realize this is just a plantation. You know what I'm saying? It's just a slave ship. It's just paid slavery. And they just stealing your time, stealing your life. And they don't give a fuck about you. You're really just another number. And also you see like it's just a fake environment. People in there having fake conversations because they feel like I don't, but they feel like it's the right thing to do, asking you about stuff you don't really care about, and you realize nobody in here really likes nobody, or nobody really cares about each other like how they portray to be. You know what I'm saying? It's all fake, and it's like when you realize that, it's like you try to avoid the fake conversations, and people think you just being rude or they think you antisocial, but it's like you just really see it for what it's worth, and you rather just not partake in the BS. You know what I mean? So jobs become difficult to work. That's why I'm trying to do everything in my power, you know what I'm saying, on the side in my free time to just get away from that shit because it's really stressful and it's really draining, especially once you see it for what it's worth, man. It's really some BS and they want you to work till you 65 plus. I'm not going for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, it's like food when you're so self-aware or you reach a certain level of awareness. Food is not fun. Like I used to just eat to eat, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. But it's like once you realize, you know what I'm saying, this is actually fuel for the body. It's like it makes food not as fun. It's still fun a little bit. Don't get me wrong now, but it's like you view fuel differently. It's like you got to read everything. You realize they feeding us a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so food is not fun. You got to really watch and read labels and read everything that you're putting into your body because you realize, you know what I'm saying, they pumping a lot of poison out here in society and you don't want to fall victim to the cancers and all the BS. So it's like, you got to watch that, you know what I'm saying? Food is not as fun. But also, too, man, it's cool, too, because that might help us live longer because you can see it for what it really is and you realize, you know what I mean? Gotta just be conscious of what you put into your body, man. You know what I'm saying? It's either gonna heal you, or it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put it into your body and you start feeling good and it starts fueling you, then you just know it's not supposed to be going into your body, man. You learn that about food. Also, too, friends. You know what I'm saying? When you reach a certain level of awareness, you realize you don't really have as many friends as you thought you did. You know what I'm saying? You realize a lot of people was in your life for convenience. You know what I mean? Whether y'all was doing drugs and partying together or certain things. And then the rest of them, you realize a lot of people, man, they just be in secret competition. You know what I'm saying? You might not even have it going like that, or you might just got a little bit, but people just, you know what I mean? It's a lot of secret animosity, a lot of secret envy, a lot of secret this and that when it comes to friends. You realize you don't really have real friends. When I look back at my life, I realized I only had maybe a few real friends. A lot was mainly convenience, and a lot was really just, you know what I mean, people were just secret in competition trying to learn or steal from you. You know what I mean? So that's what you learn too. Once you reach a certain level of awareness, you tend to find yourself alone more because you could see through the BS. You realize these people weren't really with me from the beginning. You know what I mean? So it's harder. It makes it harder to navigate, you know what I'm saying, in a certain sense. But at the same time, too, it's a blessing in disguise because you know what I mean? You know how to move through this, but then it's hard because it's like you're dealing with a world full of robots and a world full of fake motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard when you can see through it. You don't want to partake, but it's like in life, it's like they try to make it like it's a community thing. And just like you're forced to partake, but it's like it's like, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but it's like, man, you're just dealing with a whole bunch of BS when you could see through the BS, you know what I mean? So it's harder to take, you find yourself alone more. Me at this point in my life, man, I just want to get money, stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Stay with a bad thing, man, and just stay off the radar, you know what I'm saying? I want to limit the fakeness. So I'm trying to do everything I got to do to get my shit organized so I could just keep that shit to a minimum, because like this is just reality at the end of the day. You're gonna still have to partake, but if y'all could get that to a minimum, I think that'll help make life a little bit more easier. You know what I'm saying? Put all those things to a minimum. So it's like it's easier to navigate. But when it's on a day-to-day basis, on an all-time basis, it's draining. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really draining. So it's like it's a gift and a curse. But at the same time, too, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm glad I can see the world for what it really is. And at the end of the day, too, this is gonna help me get to where I need to go in life, because I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And for those that know what's going on, you know what I'm talking about, man. But that's all I got to really say, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Are you at a certain level of awareness where you can see the world for what it really is, or at the same time, are you just one of the sheep? It was easier when you was a sheep because it was easier to blend in and follow within the crowd. That's why people move in packs and follow the crowd, because it's easier that way. You know what I mean? People want to feel accepted. They want to me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a you know what I'm saying? I don't give one of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point in my life, you know what I mean? I'd rather just be to myself than just be a sheep in the crowd with the, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of them, man. They can have that, man. But that's all I really got to say, man. Let me know what y'all think about this down below. It's your boy Keefe-b, man. I'm tapping out, man. All love. Y'all stay blessed.